Hey guys, so today for my speech I will be teaching y'all how to make brownies. So question, has any one of y'all like ever made brownies before? No? No? Okay, so it's fine. I'll teach y'all like a little short recipe because I would say I'm pretty good at making brownies. So there's nothing better than a warm gooey brownie when you're craving something sweet. Personally, I have a really big sweet tooth, so I'm always in the kitchen baking, and yeah, pretty much. So whether you're baking for fun or bringing dessert to get together, homemade brownies are always a hit. Like if you like go to like a function and you bring some homemade dessert, yeah, that's really good. Okay, so I made brownies more times than I can count, and I've learned what works and what doesn't. So it happened to me like twice that I burnt them, or like they were really gooey. It's like they were pretty much undercooked. I don't even know why I didn't put them like back in the oven, but it's all right. So today I'm going to walk you through how to make a great batch from scratch, because I learned the tweaks from like recipes, because I recently found one that I'm gonna stay with because it's really good. So we'll go over the ingredients, the baking process, and some simple tips to make them turn out just right. Okay, so making brownies is easy and fun because according to recipe from Love and Lemons, you start by gathering your ingredients. One tip for me, if you ever make brownies after this, is you should like separate the wet and dry ingredients, because sometimes like the texture becomes better. Like I tried them once, like mixing the wet and dry ingredients all in once and not separating them, and the consistency isn't the same like as when you separate. So your ingredients is just sugar, butter, eggs, flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, and I think the last one is vanilla extract. It might seem weird, but vanilla extract is a really big part in brownies, especially cocoa powder, because without it, it doesn't really do nothing. So, and then after that, pretty much you melt the butter, and then you also grease a pan, because if you don't grease a pan, the brownies might stick, and you do not want that. Trust, I've gone through that, and it was really hard trying to get it off the pan. So after you melt the butter, you mix in the sugar and eggs until smooth. You do not want a bad consistency. If you don't mix them in fully, you will get a bad consistency. So, and then after that, yes, you pour the batter into the baking pan for 20 to 25 minutes. And one tip I have for y'all, which is really good, is it works for any single thing. So you grab a toothpick, you put it in the center, and if it comes out clean, it's like ready to eat. And one thing is like you should not like undercook your brownies. Like I've said, I've undercooked them, and they came out really gooey, and it was so nasty. And I remember like my brother had dug in and they weren't ready. So, and you do not want to burn them, because that's really bad. So if it comes out clean, they're ready. After that, you finally let them cool. I know it might be a bit like you might want to dig in already, but it's not a good idea. First of all, it'll probably burn your tongue. Second of all, brownies are supposed to be made solid, you know? So after that, you cut them into squares, and then according to all recipes, that simple method gives you delicious fudgy brownies every single time. When I tell you these brownies are way better than your processed store ones, they are. So to sum it all up, making brownies is very simple and easy. Some people might say it's very time consuming, but I would say it's very fun once you get in the habit of doing it, because baking is one of my biggest things to do. Like I love it, but I'm getting sidetracked now, so we're not going to talk about that. So after you gather your ingredients, follow the steps and bake it at the right temperature. It's gonna be all right. So as Love and Lemons, all recipes, and BBC Good Food recommend letting them cool for the best texture, and I also recommend that because I've been a witness of that. So next time you're craving something sweet, remember my speech about how I taught y'all brownies, if y'all do, and remember how easy it is to make delicious brownies every time. So thank y'all so much for sitting here and watching me deliver my speech. I'm really grateful for that, and that's it. So thank you.